Welcome to the first episode of our mini podcast series, I Built a Company That Makes a Difference by B1, where we talk to founders of sustainable businesses to get their quick take on how and why they started their companies and some lessons learned along the way. Today, we're talking to the founder of By the Sea Organics, Kathryn Letson. Kathryn, it's so nice to see you.
Thank you. It's really so nice to be here. I am so honored to be your very first guest.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Let's jump right in. So first off, tell me about yourself and about By the Sea Organics.
Okay. Well, I started my career early in New York City. I was a corporate fashion designer for 23 years, working for brands that most people know, such as Gap, Ralph Lauren, Abercrombie and Fitch. And I worked my way up the corporate ladder, did all the things, and, made it to the top of that pile and really saw what was going on, working 80 hours a week, no personal work-life balance, just a recipe for disaster and burnout. So that's absolutely what happened, which led me to, leads you to look at your entire life and what do you need to change to create your own sustainability, which is a work-life balance, I would call it. Yeah.
The elusive work-life balance. So was that burnout episode what prompted you to start your own sustainable business?
Absolutely. Yeah. After assessing how to restart, and it was pretty early. I was early to the Great Resignation. I was 20 years early to the Great Resignation. And I was like, I can't do this anymore like this. This isn't a sustainable way to live or work. The money is not my bottom line. Humanity is my bottom line. Life, a quality, good life is my bottom line. And none of that was happening. So all those things that I had been told were success were not success for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
That flows really nicely into the next question, which is from your vantage point, and you've seen a lot. You've had two very different vantage points, or many different vantage points, but from fashion to where you are now, you've seen a lot of different consumer behavior, purchasing behavior, etc. If you could get, let's say, 85% of the world to adopt a single behavior, what would that be?
Mm-hmm. Carry a water bottle. That is crucial. Carry your own water bottle, because I have traveled a lot in my life. I still travel quite a bit, and I see people with those plastic water bottles. It's literally my pet peeve at this point, because that's like a number one planet killer right there. And that's something that every single person on the planet can do very easily.
Yeah. Okay. I love that. Something that's super, super simple and absolutely doable.
Yeah. And easy. And then what that leads into for me, which is fun, and that I've started creating, are stickers, because then you've got your water bottle and you've got all the, I don't know where mine is at the moment, but I've started collecting stickers from all my favorite artists. And then it becomes a whole different thing. It's like, I love my water bottle, not as opposed to this throwaway thing, that it is a necessity. I drink water all day long. So
as we all should.
I don't know about everybody else, but yeah, that would be my number one.
So then again, you've seen from how the sausage is made and with regards to fashion, and you're a retailer yourself. On the consumer side, what would you like to see consumers of everything, of fashion brands, of everything, food products, everything? What would you like to see consumers doing more or less of?
I think the core, I've done a lot of thinking about this, and the core issue is the way that people have been programmed to purchase, and people have been trained by the media, by sales. Like the corporate fashion business model is set up to make more money every year. So they bump up deliveries to make more and more and more and more. And then that, sets the pace for fast fashion. and that whole consumption of you need this. So it's breaking that chain. It's breaking that cycle. So that starts with your own individual personal thinking. And to me, it started with every single piece of garbage, trash, paper can that came through my hands. I live in Hawaii. When you throw it away, there is no away. There's no throwing it away. You have to be conscious of every single thing coming through your hands. And that right there was a game changer for me.
I think I'm going to adopt, there is no away. When you throw something away, there is no away. It turns up sometimes on the other side of the planet, but it doesn't just magically disappear. Maybe it
Yeah,
disappears from your house, but it doesn't just poof, disappear from this planet.
that's right.
And that's a
So,
really good, I like that. There is no away.
yeah. So it made me personally, because I really care about the planet and the future of the planet, made me think about my own footprint. What am I leaving behind? What am I creating?
Okay. So let me switch gears a little bit and ask you about your business journey. So, with regards to your sustainable business journey, because that is something that is a journey in and of itself, answer me these three questions. One, what is your biggest success to date? What is your biggest failure to date? And what is the most important lesson that you've learned to date?
Okay, well, I totally think this one through, so let me just pull it out of my hat. Um, the biggest success to me is that, for business, I told you money is not my bottom line. It's more about people. So when someone comes back to me years later and tells me how much they loved what they bought from me, a dress, a sarong, whatever it was, it doesn't matter. It's that person really loved that and it really made them happy. And to me, that's a huge success. If I can improve someone else's life, that's amazing. I've succeeded. I feel really good. Oh boy. What doesn't work is the first thing that comes to mind is I took a business partner, and because I'm a very unique thinker and I'm creating a type of template with my business and I'm going to document it and lay it out for young entrepreneurs to follow a plan, how to build a successful business. So the one thing that really was a failure and hasn't worked for me was I tried to take a business partner. I don't know, but that was a big failure, big time, because we didn't align.
Mm,
Our values didn't align.
mm. The most important lesson that you've learned to date.
Yeah, that not everyone is your customer.
Oh, please expand on that one.
What everyone does, including me, has an energetic signature, is aligned with other people's beliefs and views. And not everybody is your customer. And that's really important to understand so that you put your focus and your energy in the right place. And that would be like micro niche marketing, that type. So get to know, if you're a business owner and entrepreneur, get to know intimately who is your customer. It's super important.
Oh, that's a really, okay. I'm gonna just improvise a question that I think probably a lot of business owners, especially micro and small business owners, might be interested in, which is what is what could be a consequence of not doing that? So thinking that, you know what, my target audience is everybody. What have you found, or what would you advise, um, might be a downside to not really targeting and honing in on exactly who your customer is?
Because it's like I said before, it's like an energetic match in a way, like who you are, you, um the same thing is drawn to you. I'm trying to think of that saying, like attracts like. So whatever I'm creating attracts like-minded people. So the reason not to advertise or be like going for everybody in the world is because not everyone resonates with what I'm doing. It's really that simple. So it's a waste of my effort to try to get people who don't resonate with what I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
to come and say, "Hey, look at me and look at what I'm doing."
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot
Yeah.
of sense. If we just think about that in terms of customer acquisition, you're spending a lot of time, potentially a lot of money to try to attract folks that are not going to convert to customers, to buying what you're selling or to furthering your goals.
Yeah, and I have a very different way of thinking of marketing because I absolutely hate manipulation. I don't like any kind of manipulation. I'm a very honest person. So I would prefer to inspire someone by creating something beautiful and having people be drawn in by wow, curiosity and inspiration.
I really like the your human to human philosophy.
Thanks.
I think that's really important and really missing uh, in this hyper consumerism that we've got going on here in the world today. So I really like that approach.
Well, it
So
also, thank you. It also takes a bit of competition out of it if you're very focused on your niche. To me, there's really no such thing as competition in the sense of everyone has something unique to offer.
I like that as well. So there's an idea that you're not going head to head with anybody because you're unique.
That everyone is 100% unique. And I teach people, I'm also a teacher of design and illustration, that your intrinsic value is you,
Again,
period.
back to the human side of business. I like that a lot.
Thanks.
Well, thank you. My final question is a little plug for you. Where can we find you? Online, in real life? Where can we find you?
Thank you. You can find us at buytheseacompany.com, which is our retail website, on Instagram and TikTok at Buy the Sea Organics with an S on the end. And during the holidays, I'm doing pop-up shop twice a week on Kauai. So if you're in the Hawaiian Islands and visiting, that'll be at the Princeville Farmers Market on Saturdays and on Thursdays at the National Tropical Botanical Garden.
Oh, nice.
It's gorgeous.
Kathryn, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure chatting with you today.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right, so see everybody on B1. Take care.